Hi everyone, I am Dr. P. Umayeshwari, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Science and Business Systems, RMK Engineering College. Subject name Web Development Frameworks for the students, second year CSBS, 4th semester. Topic name Advanced JavaScript Unit 1. This presentation explores into the core components of advanced JavaScript including variables, loops and operators with practical examples. Variables. Purpose of variables: store data values. In JavaScript, variables are categorized into three types: var, let and constant. Each type has its own scope and reassignability properties, helping developers manage data effectively. Understanding the difference between these keywords can greatly impact the flexibility and predictability of your code. Types of variables. Types of variables declared using var, let and const. This can hold different data types: number, string, object, etc. Var is function scoped, let is block scoped, const is block scoped and immutable. Consider this example: console.log of a. Here a is undefined. Now we are using var keyword. A is a variable which is assigned to the value 5. Now you will get the answer 5. Variable scope. The scope of a variable refers to the part of the program where the variable can be accessed. Variables are destroyed when they go out of the scope. There are three types: global scope, local scope, block scope. Global scope: variables declared outside of the function have global scope. Local scope: variables declared inside a function have local scope. Block scope: variables declared in a block of code such as an if statement or a loop or have block. Now let us see few examples. Variable scope. So this is a simple example for global variable. The first line declares the variable named global variable using var, which is not inside the function. It becomes a global variable accessible anywhere in the script. The next line, function name my function. Inside the function we are having the printing statement console.log. We are accessing here the global variable, that is this is a global variable we are calling outside the function, and then we are calling a function my function. After you called this my function, the function will access the value which is given inside the function global variable, and then it will take the value from the var global variable. This is a global variable, and then it will printing the value. This is global variable. A loop is a control structure that repeats a block of code as long as a specified condition is true or for a specified number of times. That is, which is used to execute the block of code multiple times, either a fixed number of times or until a condition is no longer true. For loop. The for loop allows repeated execution of a block of code as long as a specified condition is true. It consists of three main parts: initialization, condition, and increment or decrement. For loop. Now let us see a simple example for loop. For let is a keyword. We are initializing the variable I which is equivalent to 0. After that we are checking the condition whether I is less than 5. Up to less than 5 the value get repeated. The process will get repeated. And then next is the increment part I plus plus. This increment part will increment one value by each step. Inside the inside this block, we are having the print statement console.log of I, which is we are printing the value I one by one up to the condition is true. What is the output will get? 0, which is equivalent, I is equivalent to 0. So starting value is 0, and then up to less than 5 the value get incremented and the value will be printed 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. While loop. The while loop continues to execute a block of code as long as the specified condition evaluates to true. It is essential to ensure that the loop eventually terminates to avoid infinite loops. While loop. Consider the simple example. Let is a keyword. I is a variable. We are initializing I is equivalent to 0 while I is less than 5. So this is a condition we are checking. Inside the loop, we are having the print statement console.log of I. So we need to print the value I up to the condition satisfied. And then next statement is a I plus plus. So which will increment the value by step 1. Up to the process, the while condition satisfied, the process will execute and it gives the output. So what is the output? We are having the initializing value 0 and then it will print the value using the console.log. The first value will be get printed. After that it will increment by using the I plus plus. So like this, each and every step it will get incremented up to I is less than 5. So we'll get the output 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Do while loop. The do while loop is similar to the while loop but guarantees that the block of code will execute at least once. The condition is evaluated after the execution of the loop of the body. Do while loop. Consider this simple example. Let is a keyword. We are initializing the value I is equivalent to 0. So do is a statement. Inside the do block, we are having the statement console.log and I plus plus. After these two statements, the block get closed and then we are checking the condition while I is less than 5. If you are using this do while loop at least one time, what are the process inside the do block will execute. So that is let I is equivalent to 0, we are having the value I0. The value will be printed using the console.log. After that it will get incremented the value by step 1 I plus plus. After that it will check the condition whether I is less than 5 and then it will print the value as 0. After that each and every step it will get executed by using console.log and then I plus plus. So it will be step by step it will be printed the value up to the condition satisfied I is less than 5. So we will get the output 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now let us see about operators. Operators in JavaScript are symbols or keywords used to perform operations on values like numbers, strings, variables, etc. Arithmetic operators. So this is include addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and mods. Consider the example. Let A is equivalent to 10, B is equivalent to 2. Now we are having the arithmetic operation, addition operation, and we are adding the two values, will get the output 12. Comparison operators. Comparison operators are used to compare two values and include equal, not equal, strict not equal, greater than, less than, and their combinations. Consider these two examples. 5 equivalent to 5. That is, left side 5 is an integer value. It is taking right side 5 is also integer. So it gives the output true. In the next example, left 5 which is integer, strict equal to right side which is 5 is given inside the single quotes. So it take it as a string. So left side integer which is not equivalent to right side string integer. So which gives the output false. Logical operators. Logical operators and or not are the essential for constructing complex conditional statement and controlling the flow of the program. Consider the simple example, true and false, which gives the value false. Thank you.